What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so man, let me tell y'all something, man. This Pacers team, I told y'all over 3 weeks ago that I was convinced then from watching this Pacers team at that time that they were going to the NBA Finals. Now, having seen them hand the Thunder just their second home loss of the postseason, I'm starting to wonder if they're going to win it all. I'm starting to wonder if they're going to win it all. Okay, I'm man. At one point, the Thunder had, I think, a 15, 16 point lead early in the fourth quarter, and it looked like the Thunder were going to slowly pull away, and it's going to be one of those 18, 19, maybe 20 point victories. You know what I'm saying? For much of the game, for 3.5 quarters, or 3 2/3 of the game, as far as quarters and the 2/3 of the fourth quarter, the Thunder were doing a very good job at limiting the Pacers' runs and controlling the pace of the game. And then all of a sudden, the Pacers just broke it open. They just broke it open toward the end, and I think they went on something like, I'm just going off the top of my head here, I think they went on something like a 15-2 run. They went on something like a 15-2 run to win the game. And the adjustments that they made, to me, was that they started loading up on Shea defensively. Shea, and I'm going to call out Shea for bricking at the end. He took some shots at the end, but Shea kind of ran away from the ball for much of the fourth quarter. Ran away from the ball, and for the Thunder, I would say the last 3 minutes of the game, last 3 or 4 minutes of the game, had that deer in the headlights look that we almost never see from them. Because very rarely, to be honest with you, and this is something that will test the mettle of this Thunder team, very rarely have the Thunder really been challenged. Now, they did answer the call with the Denver Nuggets. That series went 7 games. The Thunder were able to overcome them. But this Pacers team is a whole different type of beast. You know what I'm saying? They're a whole different type of beast. They're not a team where they just have one dominant scorer. They're a team that at any given time, any night, they can have a hero come out there. They can have a guy come out there and be the man in the full quarter. They got different guys who can close, is what I'm getting at. Sometimes it's Tyrese Haliburton. Sometimes it can be Nembhard. Sometimes it can be Nesmith. Sometimes it could be Obi Toppin. And everybody I'm naming contributed today. The first half was all OKC. Matter of fact, OKC forced 19 turnovers. And it looked like the Pacers were on their way to getting blown the hell out. Even though the Thunder were struggling offensively, their defense was controlling the game, man. But the Pacers did a much better job in the second half protecting the basketball. And offensively, they started getting it going. Let me just say this, man. Tyrese Haliburton is an absolute monster. He struggled for much of the game, got it going later on down the stretch, finished with 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. But what we're going to remember is the game winner. The game-winning jumper, which he nailed with 0.3 seconds remaining. And I knew the game was over then. 0.3 seconds, you really can't even get a good jump shot off at that point. You know what I'm saying? I think it takes like 0.4 seconds to get a shot off. So it was going to have to be a perfectly timed and released and aimed and angled, alley-oop or something like that. but that didn't happen. And the Thunder blew game one of this series. And we look at these NBA finals from a historical perspective. The team that win games one of the finals, I think they go on to win something around 70 to 75% of the time. Now, doesn't mean it always happens. The 98 Bulls, they lost game one of the finals. They went on to win. But it's usually a bad omen when, especially the home team, loses the first game of a postseason. Of the NBA Finals. But, man, the Pacers had so many different guys come out here. Nesmith, 10 points. He hit 3 of 7 from downtown. Pascal Siakam started the game slow, but came on in the second half. 19th, the whole Pacers offense started cooking in the second half. Not percolating, but it got started cooking a little bit in the fourth quarter. Pascal Siakam, 19 points and 10 rebounds. He finished 7 of 15 from the floor. Miles Turner, 15 points, 5 of 10. Aaron Nebhard, 14 points. He hit 2 of 6 from downtown. Tyrese Haliburton was 2 of 7 from downtown. Matter of fact, the Pacers had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different players in double figures. Obi Toppin, who had a horrible first half, 3 turnovers in the first half, finished with 17 points, connected on 5 of 8 from three-point range. As a team, the Pacers, who've been the best shooting team in the playoffs, they shot 48% against this Thunder defense. They connected on 18 of 39 from downtown. And they had 15 of 21 from the free throw line. For the OKC, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 38 points, but he took 30 shots to get those 38 points. There's 78 in line. But their offense was really stagnant in the second half. Lou Dort had 15 points. Most of those points came in the first 3 quarters. Jalen Williams, ineffective in the second half. 17 points, but finished the game 6 of 19 from the floor. Chet Holmgren, awful this game. 6 points, 2 of 9 from the floor. And Alex Caruso started the game off amazing, but kind of faltered in that fourth quarter. As a team, the Thunder only shot 40% from the floor, 11 of 30 from downtown, 21 of 24 at the line. Man, Shai, to me, and Jalen Williams did not get it done in this contest, man. They didn't get it done, especially in the second half, and especially in that fourth quarter. I thought, Shai kind of like cowered a little bit, man. Like, I know he had 38 points, but he really was nowhere to be found in the last 2 or 3 minutes of that contest. And these are the games that people remember, the finals. You know what I'm saying? These are the games that people remember. And for all of the talk about this Thunder and historic, I told y'all, man, if the Thunder don't win a championship, they're going to go down like the 2016 Warriors. They're going to go down like that team, you know what I'm saying? Where you could talk about them being an all-time great team, but they really aren't because they didn't win their title. So the Thunder don't want to be like the 2016 Warriors. They don't want to be like the 1973 Celtics, who were a regular season phenom only to fall short. Like Ron Harper said, it don't mean a thing if you don't get that ring. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Thunder and some of their fans and, some of the stuff they've been saying lately that's been just ridiculous. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff in the morning. But, yeah, man. Shout out to Tyrese Haliburton, another clutch moment in these playoffs. This is a guy that at one point in time was seen as the most overrated player in the league. You know what I'm saying? He took that personal. And, man, the Pacers, think about it, man. They're 3 games away from the NBA championship. 3 games away. So, tell me what you guys think.